Okay, ready?
Hello and welcome back to the Sarin Record Podcast. This is episode 2. I am your host, Hayden Hodgkinson, and with me I've got James and Marianne, our token female host.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, Trey.
Oh, it's brilliant. So last week fucking hell, before Christmas, we decided to do a pilot episode on the year 2017 and how fucking shit it was.
You're shit.
Fuck off. I love it,
It's
Daddy.
too early in the thing. guys.
No, it's never
Too
too early.
Don't make us shout!
Oh god.
Let's get started.
All
then.
right, okay, let's start with our first story. This is a continuation of a story that we did in the last episode about Decapitation and their lawsuit. Well, it's not their lawsuit, it's the victim's lawsuit against them.
Did they decapitate someone?
I fucking wish they did.
Well,
But
why
no.
am I here?
No, for those who don't know, Decapitation.
Decapitation.
No one can say it anymore.
Decapitation were jailed because someone decided to press charges that they had been kidnapped and raped. So they recently got released. All charges were dropped. Everyone was happy, and they made a statement, and I'm going to read that statement for you now. All charges against Decapitated have formally been dropped. Yes, it is Decapitated.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, James.
So all charges against Decapitated have formally been dropped. The statement reads: arrested September 8th in Santana Ana. Whilst on tour, the members of the band were jailed until December, where they were released on their own recognizance. Am I saying that right? Recognizance.
Probably not.
I doubt it, but fuck it.
I can't see it, so I
We can't
quote you.
correct you, so fuck it. Just continue.
New evidence arose that helped show that the band was innocent. While a trial would have given the band the opportunity to have all the evidence heard, the band welcomed the decision and are excited to return back to their homes in Poland. The members of Decapitated send a sincere and heartfelt thanks to all who supported them during this difficult time, including fans, friends, and family.
Can
So
I just say, it must be really hard to defend your case if your band's called Decapitated.
It's not that hard, to be fair. It's just a name.
Yeah, I know, but you're going, but I'm a good person. I'm a good
That's
person.
like-
I'm just
that's
a member
like
of
if,
Decapitated.
That's like if Cannibal Corpse got fucking arrested on charges for
cannibalism.
cannibalism.
No, the thing is,
It's
it's still completely different because they didn't decapitate her, did they? Like they accused, according to the thing, they done rape and shit.
Fucking
you know,
hell, they're,
like-
they're not a fucking black metal band. They didn't fucking kill someone.
I mean, at least no one got stabbed this time.
this time.
No one decided to blow out the brains and then have their body used as a fucking artwork for the next album.
It's never too late.
My goodness.
Yes, that actually happened.
yeah.
Read
Called-
up. Mayhem. Was it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Mayhem.
That's
Yeah.
being too dedicated.
Oh, it was really dedicated. Then I'm guessing you've heard of Vogue.
Oh my god. Maybe Decapitated named themselves Decapitated just so they could decapitate people, and it would kind of make sense.
This
I really
Soften
don't.
the blow.
Metal doesn't work that way.
Excuse me? How would you know? When you pop.
Because I'm in a
man.
band called Every Rope and Noose, and none of us have tried to kill themselves. Well, apart from me.
Everyone's right.
gonna be fat and edgy, fat and edgy.
Let's be
I'm
there,
all around
John.
and fat and edgy.
Can I be in a tribute band called Every Rope a Skipping Rope?
You do whatever the fuck you want. It's a
Sure.
free country.
Even though we've not released any music yet.
Oh, successful then.
So, what is everyone's thoughts on the charges being dropped?
So was there any sort of investigation, or it's just literally just like does it go anything beyond just? a
Well, they
statement?
started gathering evidence. Obviously, the trial, it didn't go to trial yet, and they've been released before there was any trial. So all the evidence hasn't been heard by a court yet.
Okay, so presuming that this wasn't some sort of out of court threat or whatever that ended up getting dropped, by the sounds of things, it's just
I can't remember who it was. It was the victims. I think it was the lawyer said that they dropped it for the well-being of the victim, which I think is absolute bullshit, because someone came out and said that this was absolute bollocks.
So, in your opinion, is the band in the wrong?
No, I don't think they are.
But then you just said it got dropped and it's absolute bullshit.
No, someone came forward to say that the incident that happened was bullshit. She made it all up.
Oh, okay.
I actually talked about this in the last podcast. And if you had actually watched it...
Well, I didn't know you even did a podcast till today.
That's fair enough.
well, you did advertise. It's just no one really paid attention to the message because it's you and no one really listens to you.
We just see Hayden pop up and we go, oh, never mind.
Oh,
like,
fuck off.
Like whenever this gets low views, which
maybe
this
next
inevitably
year.
will, we're just going to blame on the fact it's got Hayden in it.
Well, the last one
But
got
anyway,
30 views.
Yeah.
30. That was probably like you
30
and your nan.
views, yeah. That was people...
No, that's you and my nan.
yeah, how many of them were you related to?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, going by what we know, it just looks like it's just
Like, everything
sounds
was just
like-
made up.
I mean, of course, we'll never truly know because the only people that know were involved.
Yeah.
But
And from your lack of knowledge, Marianne, what's your opinion?
From my lack of knowledge, I don't know. If they did wrong things, then they should be punished. But that's basically it. That's
I
the way it goes.
fucking Minnie Mouse over here.
fuck yeah.
Could you say that the case was decapitated?
No,
No, because it's got a chance of coming back.
I don't know. Don't
duct
America?
tape, mate. Duct tape.
No,
Is
if charges are dropped, they can come back up later.
Okay, yeah, it's only if it goes to trial and
Yeah.
can't double jeopardy, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough to give
It was America,
an
right?
accurate
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was in Santa Ana.
Wasn't there another band that commented on it that we can scrounge off their statement
Yes.
for a few extra minutes?
I'm thinking. Is his name? And what's the fucking word? Is his name said as Nurgle,
I think so.
the guy from Behemoth?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Nurgle.
Yeah. He. Have you heard the band Decapitate?
Sorry.
Oh,
We're
this is
having
going
minor
fucking brilliant.
Hayden difficulties.
Have you heard of the band Behemoth?
No.
Well, they're like a black metal band, and the
Okay.
lead singer is quite a fan of Decapitated.
Okay.
And-
Were they for or against decapitation?
We're gonna
in this
find
whole
out.
Incident?
I think they were for Decapitated, but most
Okay.
people sat on the fence with it because there
it's
wasn't
a little
enough
bit
evidence.
biased if they're good friends.
Well, yeah, it would be, but he sent out, well, not sent out a message.
So it all just depends on what the final outcome is.
Well, the final outcome is that it's been dropped.
Yeah, but you said it might be able to be
Yeah,
brought back.
well,
up
Yeah,
again.
but
this might
So-
be like years in the future.
Well, just I don't know. Fingers crossed that nothing bad happened.
Well, a lot of people are saying that it's bullshit, but you know, until the victim can come up with more evidence, I don't see this going to trial.
the main thing is, until it gets proven, I really hope this doesn't affect the band's
Yeah.
like future careers, because like
Well,
you get that sort of mark on you. There's always going to be that doubt.
oh yeah, you pretty much get blacklisted from the metal community if any of that gets put on you.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Well, Well, because of this, they've missed Christmas with the families, they've missed New Year's, and that just must feel like absolute
be.
shit.
but on the other hand, if they are guilty, then
Yeah,
they are
if
not
they're
the
if they're
victims in this
guilty, then yeah,
situation.
deserved.
And there's always a risk if you are, getting, famous or whatever, that people will make accusations and stuff. And if they are false, then it's just one of the consequences, really.
yeah, but the thing.
What of being famous?
Yeah.
The thing is, though,
Everyone
is-
gets accusations all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is when you throw shit and it sticks, that's when you start having
Yeah.
issues. Like when you get accused of it, no matter how much you get proved innocent, people are still gonna there are still gonna be people that think, and that's if that starts affecting their career.
It happens all the time, though. It happens with non-famous.
Yeah, that's what I'm
people.
saying. Like,
At least these guys will have enough money to live the rest of their lives fairly happily.
Not really. Do you know how much bands make from touring?
No, but I
It's
presumed
about-
they were quite big. No.
No, it's the same as doing a 9 to 5 job.
Well, still, at least they'll probably. I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation. They've at least, done a lot with their lives.
Yeah, I think they're in like the 30s or 40s, something like that. So they're pretty-
I mean, they've lived a more thrilling life than most people will in their lives. In a
Yeah.
more depressing note. Well, not that it could get more depressing than people getting alligated for,
Yeah.
what-
Okay, let's move on to the
Jeez,
second
I'm
story.
rambling.
But this second story is going to be a jolly one, and it's about suicide and Logan Paul.
Oh, God.
gotta get the clicks. Click.
Get the clicks.
We don't have a theme song, so we're just going to noise.
Right. I don't know how much of this we're going to play, but you're only going to hear the audio from this. Could be turned up. How do you...
Right, so I haven't actually personally seen this yet.
I have seen some of it.
Right. I've heard everyone else
Of course,
talking about
didn't it get taken down?
Yeah, this is an upload, so I think they're going to look at the actual hanging.
Now I know what you're thinking, Logan. What the heck is that? That giant mountainous structure is Mount Fiji. That is where they make Fuji
We don't need
water.
this stuff.
Fucking Fuji water.
Fuji water is made in Fiji. Fuji apples are made.
Yeah, you might as well just skip straight to the bit where...
If someone a bit closer wants to do it, that'd be...
Isolated, and instead of going out,
Oh,
yeah, Marianne, can you do it?
kind of like sort of finding
Actually, I think that
myself.
should be
So we're
right.
in Tokyo, Japan, right? I figured this
I
would
think a
make
little
sense
bit
to
more
because
would do
if
it.
you look to my right, Logang, I give you.
What, for
the
more forward?
Yeah.
Sahara. So this is a
Yeah, there we go.
forest that lies at the base of Mount Fiji.
Fuji.
Huh?
Fuji.
Fuji water? No.
Fiji water.
Fucking
like an apple.
awesome.
Oh, like a doctor. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, you dummy.
He's supposed to be
We gotta
fucking
focus.
famous and
This
he
is
can't
not
even
right.
spell
Stop.
fucking Fiji. Pronounce it, sorry.
You've
Yeah,
seen the
it's famous.
videos, Logang. They make movies about this place. They write books about this
Yeah,
place.
it's a good point. I mean, the people from
He
The Only
seems-
Way
Who
is
needs
Essex.
education?
This is
You're
coming
famous.
He seems way too hyped for someone going to somewhere known as Suicide Forest. Especially
Yeah.
that stupid fucking hat. What is that, like the thing from Toy
Absolutely
Story?
Zero cell
I think
phone
it actually
service.
is.
So if you get lost, you're fucked. Okay, so dead serious though. When we rolled up here, in
Don't
the
say
car-
dead.
Dude, you can't say dead at a suicide.
Shut the
forest.
fuck up.
Yeah, when I rolled up,
He was
I got
way
the
too happy
weirdest
for this
feeling.
shit.
No joke, guys. This place is creepy. So weird. One
To be
visitor
fair, I
described
don't
the
think
silence as
in any way they
chasms
thought
of
they'd
emptiness.
actually see a dead
Some
body.
believe the ghosts. of
Oh,
the
no.
I
abandoned
think
and the
it was
mournful
supposed to
spirits
be
of
a sort of
suicidal
jump
maniacs.
They
scare
do,
sort
they
of-
do say it's a freak accident if...
Oh, that's bullshit
Folklore
though.
claims they are
It's
vengeful,
got Japan's got
Yeah,
the
but
dedicated
people
high.
are
to visitors
naive.
and luring those that
He
are sad
probably
and
doesn't
lost
know
off the
that.
path.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
To be
because
fair-
the fact they've got a professional editor. They've had to get a visa to get over here. Right? They've got a professional camera because this is not just some bloke in his camera, despite what it tries to look like. Right. This is someone that's gone over there to try and get views.
Hey, ghosts.
See, all the other awful things he's done, though, all the other videos,
Yo,
they're
it's
fairly
scary
similar.
as-
Pause that a second.
Well, some of his other videos, like, they are similar recording styles, so comparing it to some of the other stuff that he's done.
The whole thing is just for
And no,
views.
I'm not like a secret Logan Paul fan, don't worry.
Low gang for life.
Logang!
Piss off. No, basically, like, I feel quite bad for him. I do
No,
No,
feel...
did you see Did you see all the other stuff he done? Not regardless.
The vlogs...
Ignoring this, like all the other bits in Japan he done.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
did.
so
I know-
fucking
I know he's a
disrespectful. It's
I
unreal.
know he's disrespectful and everything, but I don't
Coming from a
think-
guy that's wearing a Nagasaki birthday
I
effect
think
shirt.
the thing is that he's done this for so long that he's now just desensitized himself to it, so he doesn't know what's right and wrong.
Bullshit.
And no,
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah.
I feel for him slightly. I feel like he didn't mean for it to have this effect on people. I didn't think he realised what would happen. I think he thought that going into the suicide forest would be clickbait enough not to actually find a dead body.
The thing is, if so far, I mean, I haven't seen the rest. Like, we should probably watch a bit more. But if he had done this in a bit more of a respectful way, you got Vice, for example. They reported on it. They went in there. They done their thing. I mean, they didn't show a body, but that's whatever.
Yeah, I
But
feel like it's just
It's the way they presented it was just so fucking disrespectful.
Like this video has a thing that warns about like, oh, if you're this may contain whatever, blah 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 blah. That wasn't from Logan Paul. That was from the bloke that re-uploaded this.
Yeah.
Then there was no disclaimer in the original. There was nothing like that.
I feel like yes, he's an asshole. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
this is like the worst thing that he could have possibly have done. But I don't think it was entirely intentional. Like he didn't set out that day to go, I'm gonna find a dead body. I'm going to horrify the world.
The thing is, even if he didn't, there must have been someone else.
There should have been.
Hey, Logan! Like there's a series of people that it went through, and they're all like, "Yeah, do it."
To be honest, he seems like quite a gullible person anyway. I think what if there is a bigger person behind him that you don't get to see that goes, "Go do this," and he's like, "Oh yeah, let's go inside the suicide forest because this guy said it would be cool." Yeah, that's kind of like what I see. But I don't think it's entirely his fault. Like, actually, no, it is entirely his fault. But yet again, there are more people there. It's not just him. And also, yeah, he shouldn't have uploaded it. But have you never made a series of mistakes and then the next day gone, fuck, what the fuck have I done?
Can I just mention something?
What?
I forgot to introduce that Victoria is still with us today.
Ah, what great timing.
I'd like to get Victoria's opinion on this. If she can send me a message, I'd like to read it out,
could
please.
just use the talkback mic. I know that, but we can hear you.
We can repeat what you say.
Just send me a message. I'll read it out later.
.jpg.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, but
so,
also,
it is like the shittest thing that could have happened. And yeah, he did it. But yet again, I just think it might have been one of those situations where he wasn't thinking. I don't think he went into that forest looking for a dead body.
the thing is, though,
I think he went into that forest knowing that there might be that it was known for dead bodies, and that would have been enough.
I also want to mention that none of this has hurt him in any way.
Of course not. It's a goal.
He had a slower subscriber rise. That was it. Now it's just fucking peaking
I know, but
again.
think about. Yeah, he's taking a break from YouTube, as Victoria.
Yeah,
has
he's
said.
still going up though.
Like,
I know, but think of.
Like
I know
this-
it's nothing to compare to the people related to this, like directly, like the people who know the victim, the person that they found in the forest, or anything like that. But think of how much hate he must be getting, and how shit he must feel being probably one of the most hated people at this current time. Every single big name out there talking shit about
in that
them.
case,
fucking who?
in that case, I'd like to know what your opinion was on PewDiePie saying the N-word live on stream.
I think it's yet again similar thing where it's a horrible thing to happen, but have you not heard people saying it out loud? I mean, I know it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been.
No, definitely. But the problem
been there for exposure to young children. He shouldn't have said it because it's a bad thing.
The difference here is that this is a full production video that people have sat down and produced this to make it as clickbaity as fuck.
Do you think
he helps
edits
with it?
These own videos.
I bet he watched it with people to say like, yes, this can go up.
Yeah,
this will get clicks.
But that entirely means that he's merely the front man. That there is someone bigger than him who edits his videos and goes, I choose to put this bit in it. Yeah, Logan Paul hires the editor, as Victoria has researched.
He's still got to greenlight the final product before it goes out.
Bearing in mind, he also has to go through his company.
And the thing is as well, if it's just like a one-off thing or whatever, or like just a mistake, fine, whatever. But the problem is his whole marketing thing is disgusting. Like the way they do merch to fucking kids
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
And including that-
really like they flew out a kid to do a song that was just basically an advert. You know.
Yeah.
The way like H3 touched up on this.
I just think he's an idiot. That's it. I think he's an
I
idiot.
don't
but I
think-
don't think he necessarily means to be an idiot. If you get what I mean, he's just unfortunate that he lacks brain
This
cells.
may
that's
be
it.
controversial.
So it's a bit like being James then.
Yeah. Excuse me. Speak for yourself,
This
Hayden.
may be slightly controversial, but I don't think he's actually that stupid. The reason why is like if you were just completely brain dead, right? You wouldn't be able to get the success he has
Yeah.
through YouTube. Like he has to know, he has to have at least be smart enough to know how it works. Because let's be frank here, purely clinically, Logan Paul has done amazing on YouTube in the
He has.
the past
but
year.
I mean, yeah, he transferred from Vine, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We had
So
the
does
Vine
it-
invasion.
so did his
And
brother.
His brother was on the Disney Channel, and I think so was he.
Weren't
Yeah.
they, weren't they both?
They were like
both
some
on
really,
Disney
really
Channel.
minor
So
characters.
of course,
Yeah,
I
but they
know.
got big. I think Logan
did it.
ended up hosting his own show on the Disney Channel.
He was in a cast of a show.
Yeah, there's a
Which one
minor-
hosted the show? Because I remember one of them
There
did.
there was Jake Paul quite a while ago.
Yeah, something like
Well,
that.
either way, right? So, yet again, in that instance, when he got big, he was not in control. He was merely a character reading a script that someone else had written and someone else would make the
But he
video.
didn't-
So the growth
Yeah, sure.
was not him.
When he was
that
working
was
for
not him
Disney.
being smart. That was him getting a job.
But the thing is, he didn't get big through Disney. He was such a minor
He got-
character. People look back and found out
He
it's in
got
Disney.
big on Vine
He got-
when he
yeah.
transferred from Disney to Vine, and I think he was one of the first sort of Disney people who sort of did that. So it was. Oh no, it's the other way
Okay.
around. So he was on Vine, and then got picked up by Disney. Yes.
Okay, right.
Okay, so it wasn't him initially
Yeah.
getting that. So I don't think he's smart.
Before
I
we
think
move,
he's an idiot.
before we move on with the next bit of the video, I want to read Victoria's statement. I agree with Marianne on some points, like how the YouTube culture has completely desensitized Logan and other vloggers of the real world compared to the clickbait-filled platform. But I also agree that he was fully aware of what he did and chose to continue to record, that he doesn't understand the full impact and how it would affect people and his target audience.
I mean, is there not, if he doesn't produce his videos, is there not a chance that he just kept rolling and said, I want to cut it out later? You don't know, none of us know what happened behind the scenes, that's the thing. So
You would have thought that at least someone would have turned around and went, yeah, we've got to cut off that camera.
Or they could have put in a disclaimer or something, or like not even showed the body. I mean, I get they blurred out the face. I mean, like, actually no,
They
they don't show
still
it on this.
show
They
the
actually cut
body.
it out in the description. On this video, but on the actual thing, they still showed the thing. And this is a guy that's meant to be, what is it he called? Family PG clean.
Yeah.
Right, this is
Yeah.
all his videos. Him and Jake Paul and the ilk. I think Rice Gun may do it as well. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But they all have the PG, not PG, family friendly clean.
Yeah. There is only
Thing.
one thing I would actually let him off for, and that's his reaction to actually seeing it.
Oh yeah, you don't know how you react to it.
Because I think I would actually react that way as well.
Yeah,
I
everyone
would end
react
up making
differently.
jokes just to deal with it.
Exactly, and I think he's merely a puppet behind
In
a
his
bigger
in his
person.
reaction, I get it, but
The rest
after
of
this,
it,
it's like you would have thought they would have done something to try and.
to be honest, the worst part of this is YouTube, really, because like Logan,
Oh,
Yeah,
like
God,
you think,
yeah.
like we could say what we like about Logan, how he done this and all,
Yeah.
what he done, blah 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 blah. Right? We can debate whether it's right or wrong. He's got to make money, but YouTube, they didn't remove this video at all, even though it breaks guidelines.
Mm.
Like they basically said that all these other videos they've been removing and demonetizing and everything like that, that been
But now
have
they,
been lots more.
but now they won't do it to the poster boy because they'll lose money.
Hell, I've seen people complaining about when they re-uploaded this video and this video got removed. Like
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
video, but it was their channel instead of it being on Logan Paul. Which,
Yeah.
okay, sure, you could have a case for it being stolen, but that wasn't why it's removed in the cases of channels
Yeah.
having it.
And it was probably trending as well, which is horrifying.
Was it third from trending?
I can't remember exactly where, but and also as well, it's not even like trending is just automatic, because if you look on the trending thing, some of the views on them are abysmal.
Yeah.
Like you know that whole iDub Thrice Scum thing.
Yeah.
That got so many more views than a lot of the trending videos put together.
Yeah.
And it didn't go on there. Yet these things that have like 200k views, which
you
are
can tell
nothing.
it's being like so closely monitored, and it's being so like hand-picked.
Yeah, the
horrifying.
trending thing was just misleading, to be honest. But yeah, it's like YouTube are the worst part of this.
Yeah, that's why I feel like he's a victim of YouTube as well. But not. I mean, yet again, I do not say that this is any way acceptable. But
I'm looking in the trending page right now. He seems to be removed.
Because he
removed it himself.
The video.
Can I just mention that when I saw like screenshots of it, right underneath, I saw Justin Timberlake's video for the trailer for his new tour called "The Man in the Woods," and I actually thought that was so. Oh shit! It's playing.
Quick!
I accidentally
don't want any copyrights going on there. Okay.
I just thought that was a bit funny.
No, I mean, we can argue about Logan Paul to a blue in the face.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think
we can all say a positive though, right? Has it not created awareness?
Yeah.
Boogie actually.
Victoria's just sent me another message. If we go back to basic idea, isn't it just common fucking sense not to record and upload a video of a dead body? Which
Yeah.
But going back, in a way, it has benefited. I mean, like, every reaction has whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Boogie, I can't remember the numbers, but Boogie, right, he ended up doing like a charity raise, and he raised quite a lot of money. I can't remember how much
loads of
money
people have.
So did Jacksepticeye. He got 200,000 something, 250,000.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's doing some good, but that wasn't the intention of the video.
No.
Also, think just suicide awareness in general. His fan base is quite young, and they're about to go through the stage, which is the most
likely.
If you knew something about it at all, I think it would help.
The problem is the kind of places that are actually using it to help aren't the same people that target his audience. You look at Boogie, you look at
Jacksepticeye.
I don't know the audience Jacksepticeye, but you look at
I bet it's
Boogie,
about
you
the
had
same.
my mind's gone blank at the moment with YouTubers, but like they're usually sort of closer to our age.
Yeah.
Sort of 18, 25 male.
Yeah.
While Logan Paul and Jake Paul, their demographics, if I remember correctly, are like 13 to 18 girls.
Do we want to watch a bit more of the video?
I think we've pretty much
everyone that. If you haven't heard of this story, then you live under a rock.
Yeah, it's
like I think we got enough by the way he was acting. Beforehand.
Do we want to see his reaction?
Let's see his apology, because I've heard the apology is really self-absorbed.
We don't have the actual audio of the apology.
No, I wanted the transcript.
We've got the transcript. Yeah. Okay, right.
The annoying thing is, before this broke out, I saw a video of him on Facebook, and I always thought it was likable.
So did I when I first. Yes. I used to watch him on Vine, and I thought it was really good. That was about it.
Like he done this thing that was like a mayor, like he was mayor for a day in this town, and it's kind of like, I mean, sure, it seemed a bit over the top, it seemed a bit scripted, but it's like I actually kind of liked him.
Yeah, it's better than lots of things that young females could watch. For instance, his target audience.
I'll read his apology. I made a severe and conscious lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologise. What we came across in the woods that day was obviously unplanned. The reactions you saw on tape were raw. They were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or how to feel. I should have never posted the video, I should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologise to the internet. I want to apologise to anyone who has seen the video. I want to apologise to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologise to the victim and his family. For my fans who were defending my actions, please don't. I don't deserve to be defended. My goal with my content is always to entertain, to push the boundaries, to be all inclusive. In the world live in, I share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel, or malicious. Like I said, I made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologise. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself, and I promise to be better. I will be better. Thank you.
Okay, that's a slightly different apology to the one I read up on a little while ago.
Well, that's the transcript I found. It might be a little bit
that is
different.
the apology. I remember.
Yeah, 'cause I
I've watched
remember-
the apology.
There was another. I swear he had a different apology, which basically was kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one I saw, where it's sort of like, what is it? Sort of along the lines of.
of course, anyone that didn't hear that, because obviously Victoria isn't being recorded,
She won't let us.
Logan Paul decided to do a really self-absorbed Twitter.
Can you find that?
Yeah, I'm
response.
gonna try and
Or
find
is it
it. 'cause
taken down?
I'd
doubt
imagine
it's
someone's
been
like,
taken
Anyway.
down.
Victoria, do you mind having a look for it? Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I still stand by that he was in shock. And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt
no
the
doubt,
reaction
yeah.
was true.
no, I know
If
he
it-
was in shock, but how long do you think that shock would last?
Not before.
No, not before. I mean, after the thing, after he sees the dead body, how long do you think the shock would last?
I don't think it'd last long
Maybe-
enough for him to fuck up like that.
Really?
You know?
I think it could even potentially last like a lifetime. Seeing a dead body. Do you not think?
I don't
And
think so
then
if you're going in expecting
you-
one.
For some people, yeah, it would last a lifetime.
Exactly, and if you've just seen a dead body,
But I can't
are
see
you
that
in
being.
the right of mind?
I can't see that being a reason for him to post a video in the first place.
And also as well,
Well,
like, you're going to a place that is world renowned for suicide. You know,
Yeah, but
you've got some. It's not like you've walked in on your mum.
yeah, but
hanging
it's kind
like a
of
dead-
maybe like
Oh
God. Jesus.
First offensive joke of the week,
I
brilliant.
didn't even finish it. God.
Ah.
Fucking
hanging
finish
like-
it
I was
then.
going to say hanging like a Christmas decoration. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
heard
God.
that.
Yeah,
She's
but
the angel on
I
top of the
think
tree.
It's kind of the thing. It's like, I think he might have thought it was a myth. Lots of people think it. Well, presume it's a myth if you're not from near there, I guess. Because I didn't really know if I believed it or not beforehand.
Japan has the
But now I
highest rate
do.
of suicide.
Yeah, I know, but people had said that to me, but I didn't. I was like,
Really?
If the thing
Well,
is,
I don't know. You don't know. It's like, imagine, right? No, I'm just. Bear with me. It's nowhere near this, but it's like similar sort of thing. Imagine if you dived into Loch Ness and then got like all of your limbs bitten off by the Loch Ness monster, and people were like, "We told you it was there."
the problem is, it's nothing like that because the people that patrol the parks are constantly finding bodies. There are people going around
Yeah,
for the
but-
sole reason of talking people out of suicide.
Like,
The-
I will be honest. I didn't know any of that. So why? How do you know he knew any of that?
because he went to do a
Because
video.
you're
there,
supposed to research on this shit before you do something stupid like
But
that.
he's a YouTuber.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had a tour guide, as
Okay.
Victoria just said.
Like he had You didn't go there. You didn't make any plans to go there or anything, so you didn't need to know. You weren't
Yeah.
going, and you didn't like go. Oh, this is suicide forest.
I
Like if it
know.
was something like Loch Ness.
But I feel like
yeah,
he just
fine.
didn't. Even if people told him about it, I don't think you'd ever sort of expect to see
It's so
a
well-
dead body.
it's
You
so
know?
well
They do say that
documented.
is a freak accident. That is very rare.
He also, as
'Cause
well.
you're not supposed to go off the track.
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay
I was
on
about.
it.
I was about to say, you don't go off the track if you're not looking for a dead body.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to avoid dead bodies, you stay on the track because at the end, because I've seen videos of the place. It's a fucking beautiful forest.
Yeah.
You know, so like I mean, there's a whole cultural thing of the reason why people go there. It's something along the lines of it's shameful to commit suicide, so people go there to commit suicide so they can't be found.
Okay, we've got Logan Paul's tweet. Thank you, Victoria. I'm sorry. This is a first for me. I've never faced criticism like this before because I've never made a mistake like this before. I'm surrounded by good people and believe I made good decisions, but I'm still a human being and I can be wrong.
Now, how soon after his video was
A
that?
day.
Exactly. I feel like
I
he
didn't-
was still in shock.
One sec, let's go through it. I didn't do it for the views. I get views. I did it because I thought I could make a positive ripple on the internet. Really?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
really?
it's that last bit that gets like.
Not because a monsoon of negativity. That's never the intention. I intended to raise awareness for suicide and suicide prevention. And while I do this shit every day,
There's
okay.
a second image that is longer, apparently.
I'll finish this off. I've made a 15-minute TV show every single day for the past 460 plus days. One may understand that it's easy to get caught up in the moment without fully weighing the possible ramifications. I'm often reminded of how big of a reach I truly have, and with great power comes great responsibility. For the first time in my life, I'm regretful to say I handled that power incorrectly. It won't happen again. I love everyone. I believe in people. I'm out here. Peace. Hashtag Logang for life.
Yeah, that seems a lot less sincere. Like the other one is like obviously either his lawyers or whatever being like, okay, look, or not lawyers, PR or whatever being like, look, okay, look, that looks bad. Let me write you one. Because that's from him, and it's obvious. It's kind of like sorry, not cool kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's not to me. That's not a genuine thing. That's a what is humble brag the right word to use?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
I just think he's an idiot. That's it.
Victoria's pointed out a couple of things in this statement. So, wasn't it?
Oh.
Thank you.
An
By the way,
anonymous
thank you.
stranger has pointed out some things.
Shut up.
Defeats the idea of a podcast.
It's like saying, "Fuck off."
She is the invisible voice. She is like
I'll be
she
the
was like
background
Right,
music.
she was
we
like Shelley
we
in
might
the
sound
Sheen
like
Song
we're
or something.
shitting on Marianne quite a bit, but we're
They
not.
are.
We
They're
actually.
bullying me. They've tied me to this chair. I have to be
We-
part of
we-
this podcast. Oh, thank you, Victoria. I did not deserve it.
No, she
I'm
said
an
you did.
aspiring novelist.
She said you did.
I know.
Shut up.
I was being sarcastic.
Put a suck.
You bumhole.
Fuck.
We should just shit on each
Yeah.
other this podcast. We'll get better content.
Oh, we will be later
Oh,
on
yes.
on our taste of music.
Oh no, I'm not talking metaphorically shitting.
Actually, Victoria,
Fuck
do you have
all.
a top 5 list of albums of the year? Well, it doesn't matter because I don't like
Victoria
Marianne's
likes
either.
Coldplay.
Doesn't matter. We'll still mention it if you want. But yeah, it's like it says, "I've never made a mistake." Well,
He has done.
obviously,
His life.
like who the fuck hasn't?
Making a YouTube account.
I'm surrounded by good people. Obviously not if they want to put that shit up on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but think about it. If he put, I'm surrounded by horrible people, then people will be like, he's whinging about himself when he's just in a dead body.
But then he goes on to say, "I make good decisions." He sounds like fucking Donald Trump in this.
Gonna be
I
huge.
make good
To be
decisions.
honest,
My
at this
decisions are
stage,
gonna
there
be
is no
huge.
winning. There is no winning for him. If he says that he's in a good place, then people will be like, "Good for you,
Yeah.
fuck you, you're being so smug." If he says I'm in a bad place, he'll be like, "Well, why would we care? You've just shown us a fucking dead body."
Yeah.
There's no going back from it.
Then after that, he's like, "I didn't do it for the views. I get views." And that's like, then why was it so fucking clickbaity and shit? And why does it have to be that fucking controversial for you to get views? Yeah, it was in the title and the thumbnail.
Yeah, so he obviously was using it for views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's say that he is telling the truth about him him wanting to create awareness for suicide. Even though he did it completely incorrectly, if he's still doing it, then that would essentially be the best way to
Yeah.
do it, to be clickbaity, if he thinks that's the right thing to do, even though it's 1,000% not the right thing
And then
to
the
do.
last bit is, I thought I could make a positive ripple on the internet. And I really doubt he even thought that, mainly because of the fucking jokes he put in.
The thing is as well, like, if he had have, like, brought it back a bit, even afterwards, even if he edited out the reaction, because, like, the reaction was probably natural if it was legit.
It was
probably
natural, but still in
but
bad
like,
taste.
you could have like edited that bit out or whatever, and put some sort of thing like whatever they call Samaritans over there, or some sort of helpline.
Yeah.
Be like, if you genuinely think you want to take it this far, go to A&E, go and get help.
Yeah,
But there's none of that shit.
You don't get lessons like this. How he didn't know to do. I know it's like common sense that that's what you would do, but I guess when you get this far in YouTube, who's gonna help you?
That's just common sense. So, like, if you're reaching out on that subject and you want to make
If anything,
a positive
I
ripple,
think YouTube should do some sort of thing to try. I don't know.
YouTube should do something. They
They
to be
should-
fair, we're ragging on Logan Paul much more than YouTube.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just unfortunately got in the mix of YouTube, and YouTube has kind of controlled him too
I
much.
wouldn't say he's got in the mix because he would have uploaded himself, but YouTube should have been right. This is not acceptable.
Yeah,
This
but I
does not
think he's been
represent our platform.
brainwashed by YouTube.
No, because
slightly.
YouTube don't run him. He runs his
I
channel.
know, but YouTube keeps, as you said, hand-picking his videos,
Yeah.
putting them at the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
He's got so much pressure to have something to go at the top.
The thing is, at this point, he could post most videos and it'll be put to the top. He doesn't need to resort to their body thing. Like, because if YouTube are hand-picking, he doesn't need to go that controversial because YouTube will put him to the front anyway.
Well,
Like, if it was like a genuine algorithm thing, fine.
Yeah.
I could kind of get it in the sense of you got to get them clicks. But if YouTube's putting you on the trending, that's because they want to promote you.
Yeah.
Because as much as they try and say it's the algorithm, the one thing that they actually should use the algorithm on, as opposed to all the other thing where they demonetize videos and shit, and the algorithms are part of shit. Like, the one thing they actually handpick is a load of bollocks. So like the whole thing of YouTube brainwashing him for that video, he didn't need to do that. He could have done a fucking makeup tutorial, and he could have done that shit. I mean, like, maybe actually that'd be quite funny to watch, but not the point. No.
hopefully not in the same video.
Do we want to move on to the next story then, if we're finished ragging on Logan Paul? Or is there more shit we still want to get off our chest?
I want this hair off my chest.
I
man.
never thought in a million years
I
I'd
need
be
all these, like,
defending Logan
bristles.
Paul, but I don't think he's as mean.
Fuck off. James' fucking area is shit. I've
Your
only
hair
got
just
like a couple of
continues.
hairs.
I know, it's just that's just saying, that's what I want to get off my chest.
It's not shit though.
Anyway, right, yeah, let's move
Did
on.
you- does your girlfriend grab onto it?
50,000,
She gets lost. She's somewhere in there.
It's like, yeah.
I feel like I should set a really ridiculous, like, if we get millions and millions of views, James will wax his chest.
Only if they're monetized views.
No. If we can get to 200 views for this episode in
Well,
the
I
next
am not
What are they
waxing
gonna-
my chest
what are they
until
gonna
until
watch?
until the next episode is out. If that happens, we get 200 views. You've got to wax your chest.
I am not doing it for 200 views. That's nothing on YouTube.
300.
No, it needs to be an actual. big
We got
number.
30 views on our last
Yeah,
video at the time of
200
recording.
200
Yeah, but this one has
views.
me in it.
Fuck off. 500.
500. Victoria decides.
No.
Come on.
Victoria is God.
No.
We will wax his chest. And we will auto-tune his screaming into an intro for the next.
Let's let the podcast pick up first before I start getting hurt for this, okay? The hair's the only thing I've got. I've got no personality. I ain't got looks. All I
If
got
we
is
get
hair.
6,000 plays, we're gonna wax his chin.
1,000 likes and we wax his chest.
Oh, let's do it. Come on.
That's a pretty good number for our.
We'll hold that. I'll hold on to that to another point. Let's get a slightly bigger crowd first.
I'll
Yeah.
knit you a jumper out of what comes off.
Yeah, we need to do like challenges each week. Like
What, knitting jumpers out my fucking chest hair?
Maybe
No.
that's the new waxing technique. I'll just start knitting whilst it's already on, and it will
No.
slowly just rip off.
No, I've got it. You've got to make a jumper for your Build-A-Bear out of his chest hair.
What, my Eevee?
Build-A-Bear's
Yeah.
still a thing.
Yeah, we went to it today.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
that got
went.
replaced by Bear Workshop or something like that.
What? Piss off. No.
I think it's the same thing,
It
actually.
did back home well.
I think it's just been...
It's called
But
Build-A-Bear
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
Workshop,
swear
yeah.
I swear they changed the name and got all like there,
The
because there was
company-
two companies. I swear at one point there was like two companies and one went.
No,
I can
mate.
only go by my own city,
Look.
so like
Okay.
I'm gonna
had
shut up. I'm gonna
every
cry.
birthday there for 18 years.
That's sad.
No, I'm
That's
joking.
expensive.
I'm joking. I've got 3 Build-A-Bears because there was
Hey.
like a phase where everyone's birthday was at Build-A-Bear.
I'm not gonna
Mine
knock
was
you.
never a
Either
Build-A-Bear.
way,
I
my
didn't even know
family is
the
not
birthday
impressed.
I'm fucking 20 and I never did that.
No, I didn't even know.
Actually,
them parties. I'm
today
not gonna
was
knock
the
you for it.
today was the first time I ever stepped foot in there.
And you didn't invite me.
These
just-
two wanted me to come out for dinner. I forgot
You-
my wallet at home.
You didn't want me.
I'm sorry,
What are you
James.
eating?
didn't want me.
No, he didn't.
All right, fuck it. No, we need to go. We need to go on to the next story.
James, if you let us wax your chest, we'll invite you to
No.
Spoons next time.
Well, I'll buy you a breakfast.
Fuck,
No.
I was gonna say I'd buy him a
You hopeless
Ribena.
piece of shit. Yeah. Oh no, you gotta remind me to bring my wallet. All right, let's go on to the next story. This one's from Lana Del Rey and Radiohead. Oh, you want the Pepsi Max?
I want your cock in my mouth.
Your
I
mouth's
want
too
your
small, mate.
big cock in my mouth.
Your mouth is
Love
too
me,
small.
Daddy.
Honey Chan, I want your cummies in my tummy.
Cummy in my tummy.
Ah.
Get
Marianne's
rich by
gagging for.
No, I'm crying. My brain, ears, and eyes are bleeding from.
Marianne, would you like to?
Do you know what that made that better?
Would you like to read this story for us
Yes.
this time?
Do you know what
I
that made?
don't know if I've actually heard of it. I
This
do live
is-
under a rock.
Okay,
I
so
do
Lana
resemble Patrick
Lana
from
Del
SpongeBob.
Rey's, I think it was off the last album, and
Okay.
but it's quite similar to Creep by
Should I
Radiohead.
do it in my
I'm
fancy
a-
presenter voice?
If you want.
No, I'm joking. Okay.
I watch
It was
all.
rumoured over the weekend that the British band were taking action over Get Free. Get
That's the
Free?
name of the song.
Oh, Get Free, the song that I've never heard of. The closing track of Del Rey's latest album, Lust
there we
for
go.
Life. I'm presuming that's also
Yeah.
a song, not that she's actually lusting for life.
Lusting for suicide more.
The
like.
singer then. Oh,
Just ripped on Logan Paul for that shit.
fuck's sake.
Just like,
Okay, let me read. The singer then confirmed the news on Twitter, saying it's true about the lawsuit. She said she'd offered Radiohead 40% of the publishing royalties, but their relentless lawyers wanted 100%. It's true about the lawsuit, although I know my song wasn't inspired by Creep. Radiohead feel it was and want 100% of the publishings. I offer up to 40 over the last few months, but they will only accept 100. Their lawyers... 40 is
right?
a very good... She's being quite generous, considering
Yeah,
previous
anyone that
similar
did.
instances.
Of course, you couldn't hear that, but Victoria's just said that 40% is a real good deal.
Okay, their lawyers have been relentless, so we will deal with it in court. Okay. She then says, although I know my song wasn't inspired by Creep... Wait, that's exactly the same line.
Has
Hayden.
it just been copied?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
alright,
Fuck
so
you, Hayden. Trying to make me
you want me-
sound incompetent.
Because you are.
Incompetent.
so
Incompetent.
like the 40%, that just seems like way overkill. Like try to get more than that. Well, actually, to be fair, I'd add writing credits as well as that. But 40% seems fair to me, considering she's done. Well, I say she. her label have done the work on
Yeah.
getting the recording and everything.
I think if she wanted to make it believable, she should have spelt Radiohead wrong.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Forgot to
getting the two
mention.
songs up so you can compare.
For anyone that doesn't know, we got this. This was sourced from the Independent website, straight from there. The Decapitated story was sourced from, I think it was Loudwire.
Now, are we going to
And
get
look-
told off for copywriting for playing the both songs?
No, because we're
No,
going
not
to have
playing
to cut
the
it out.
songs. We're not playing the songs.
What I was going to do is I was going to play it for us to hear,
Oh, were you?
but we'd just have to cut it out and post.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so because we'd get done.
Yeah.
Let's do our own renditions of both songs on cowbell. That's not copyright.
'Cause I'm a creep
Ah!
and I'm a pervert.
I'm a creep. I want daddy's
Wait,
company.
Did you actually mention about the Hollies?
Oh yeah. She
it
didn't
might-
mention it on the statement.
It might actually be at the bottom.
Yeah, you just repeated it all as
Yeah,
shit.
no,
and I
it's-
couldn't be bothered.
Yeah,
My
it
eyes
should
were
actually
bored
be
of
at the
reading.
bottom.
1 second.
I think it's within like.
Now James will read.
Okay,
us a
actually, you know what? I was saying to add writing royalties, but they have because to carry it on. So those sentiments I wrote, I'm going to strive for them, even if the song is not on future physical release. The record, she says. However, she noted that the case might not be the result of Radiohead sitting around feeling annoyed about Stone's. Okay, that's a lawyer. Basically, she thinks it's the lawyers, not them.
Yeah. It usually is the lawyers.
Interestingly, Radiohead themselves were successfully sued by the Hollies over Creep's similarities to the air that I breathe. I'm not sure if that was. I'm not. I don't think that was part of the statement. I think that's the article.
I feel like I
looking
want a
at it.
soundboard.
Oh yeah, I feel like we should get one.
Yeah,
with, like
but
explosion noise.
come on, baby
Mind
steps.
blown.
At the moment, we have to use our own because the budget won't allow for it because we don't have a
Monster
budget.
kill. Hey,
Drop
hey.
the beast. Drop the
Oh,
beast.
I was about to say that. You
Fuck
fucking bum. Fuck.
If
bumhole.
you go to, I think it's Loudwire's YouTube channel, they actually have all three songs played
Na-na-na-na.
played after each other.
Right, so do you want me to play all 3 songs? Because I've got the two.
No, just go to Loudwire's YouTube channel. There should be one that plays like snippets of each song.
I've just got them both. I've got them both already.
Okay.
Right, so Hollies, which I can try and find, but honestly, like, how
No,
many
just go to Loudwire's YouTube channel. It's got all 3 songs, like snippets of them played after each other, and
Wow.
these are the parts that they say sound the same.
Okay, right. Your number one. Again.
Yeah,
Oh,
here we go.
fuck, no, that wasn't it. That's 10 greatest metal songs.jpg.
Somebody's been stealing their homework. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay, here we go.
Blah-blah-blah.
Ooh. Again, we'll have to cut this out. Okay, right, that was loud as fuck, boy. Yeah, like,
I think they were similar, but I don't think
I
it was
think-
copied.
No.
it seems almost like kind of sampling, but not.
It's
I don't
almost
see- it's not an-
uncanny, the resemblance. However,
This kind of reminds me about a lawsuit that happened almost a decade ago.
The thing is, as well, even without like the song, whether she's done it intentionally or not, like there are times where it's just so easy to write.
Yeah.
The thing because right,
There's
I've
only
been into,
there's only a certain amount of chords that
Like-
go together.
like to put because I've had it in 2 bands. Like so, I was in a band called Dog End, and we had a song called Rose Tinted Glass, right? And then don't worry, they're not online, so I can't really plug them, right? I can't
It's a
chill because we
defunct
didn't
band.
think. Yeah, it's defunct.
in
Dog
stores near
ended.
you.
But no, like then when we started a new band, if
Yeah.
I won't say the names, so I can't be accused of being a shill. Yeah. And we
gone,
the
fuck.
the guitarists that came in because this band was formed from 2 members of Dog End meeting with a drummer, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Anyway, he brought in this song that we tried. We were like, this feels really similar, but we really like it. Not thinking it. Then the singer and guitarist from the old band wanted to jam with us at one point, so she started
Yeah.
playing all the old songs, and it ended up being exactly the same. To the point of when I tried to do the bass line, because I was drummer in Dog End and bass in this current band, right? When I was trying to play along with this song, I kept on playing the current song,
Yeah.
and like with the rhythms and the little bass lead, and it's
Yeah.
like, so like it can be done, especially like if you hear a song enough. Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't intentionally mean. I mean, admittedly, that was pure coincidence. They never met or anything like
Yeah.
that.
On the note of sampling, a lawsuit that happened, I think, over a decade ago. Does anyone remember "Bittersweet Symphony" by The Verve?
Yes.
No.
It sampled one of the Beatles songs, and they bought the rights to sample it, got all royalties. They released a song. The Beatles didn't realise that they had the violins all the way through the song, and then demanded all the royalties, and they won, despite the Verve paying for the rights to use it.
All I just reading the comments, and just the top one I've seen is all I can hear is Smash Mouth All Star.
Oh my god. I think Lana Del Rey should do a response song of doing All Star to the tune and go, "It's easily done."
No, I think she should have replied to Radiohead and just fucking shut on him.
To be honest, it might. I can entirely believe it being lawyers because
Yeah.
there was
Lawyers
a
are
tribute.
bastards.
There was a Metallica tribute band that was having
Yes.
issues
Oh my
and
god.
by the lawyers, but
Yeah, it was just the
Metallica,
lawyers.
yeah, the Metallica had to jump in and be like,
Yeah.
no, we don't want this, stop it. And I think it ended up
They
firing the
charging
lawyers.
them $1.
Yeah,
That was it.
or
For the
like-
rights to
or
use
did
the
you-
logo.
Or do you guys hear? It was quite a while ago, not 2017, but have you guys ever heard of a band called Beatalica?
Yeah. The Beatles and
No.
Metallica together.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right, basically, the Beatles estate tried to sue Beatalica
Yeah.
because of they were using like their music essentially. So Metallica gave that band their lawyers
Really?
to fight them in court. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So like, yeah.
Wait, there was a similar. It happens quite often.
Yeah.
What about the whole Robin Thicke thing?
Oh yeah, Robin Thicke didn't really help himself in that case because I think his defense was, I don't know, I was high on Vicodin, I don't remember
I
much.
think it's actually mentioned at the very bottom of the page.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to skip over
Yeah.
that because it's quite old, but yeah, it just says about getting sued by Marvin Gaye
Yeah.
estate for 7.4 million.
Oh boy, that's probably not. That's probably like pocket money to him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how much they made from that track, though.
come on, it was played everywhere.
It was played everywhere, yeah, but you don't know how much cut they're getting.
Like, jeez.
Record labels are probably the biggest dickheads going.
I swear.
Not us though. Definitely not us.
You are what you eat.
Oh god.
And I eat disappointment.
I think I need to keep a tally of how many times I get horrified during this podcast.
Yeah.
How many tears roll down my cheek? Current total, a whole bucket worth.
That's not a number, that's a bucket.
That's
Look,
still
look,
one.
look, okay, my maths wasn't exactly very good at school, but I'm
Excuse me?
98% sure there wasn't a unit for bucket.
Well,
Wait,
yeah, it is.
what
It's
if-
one bucket.
what if
It's
one
one
tier-
tier.
wait. I did not specify. What if one tier fills up one bucket?
That's actually impressive. We should like sell that shit. Like,
Yeah,
that's
your
like,
fucking eye glands must be fucking massive.
I'm sure there's some
Can
Rule 34
you
stuff.
start
that
a
can happen
band called Eye Glands?
No. Maybe a song called Eye Glands.
Come on, Eye Glands by Lambshank. Let's do it.
We're not called Lambshank.
Okay, this is
Fuck
an
yes,
inside
you
joke
are.
where we wanted to make a band and Marion wants to call it Lamshank,
Inspired by
despite
the
not
Wetherspoons.
actually being in the band.
Fuck you!
Except for playing the
Please
triangle.
don't swear. This is a good Christian podcast.
Willie. There's
Victoria's
Victoria laughing in the background. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, I
There. What the is this? What's your profanity?
True profanity. Wait, no, you've got to put on the do you know the way, brother?
Do you know the way?
Oh, please no.
The only problem is they only make sense with the video.
Yeah.
Like as much as it's
Don't
to me
worry.
without the video, it just seems racist.
You'll
you
get
be
an
a queen?
excerpt from my short novel later, which
Yeah, I think it's still
my
up
short
actually.
novel, which I
Yeah,
wrote
in the
today
internet.
during technical difficulties when I
Google
probably could
Translate.
have been helping.
Yeah,
I was in fact writing a short story.
yeah.
But
She's no help to us at all, unless you guys enjoy her. I bet we're gonna get shit on mostly because of the fucking Logan Paul story where we just shat on you as well.
It depends when you release
it's like
this,
two
'cause
of us and just
look,
one of
at
you.
least we have like different views. Otherwise, it'd be pretty boring.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
that is true.
It's kind of like when I done Ring of Fire on Freshers and everyone just had vodka and orange. That's just really shit.
I literally just
You just
imagine everyone turning around to us and saying, "You're fucking sexist."
Wait, I played Ring of Fire, and there was one person with like vanilla vodka, one person with cherry, little own brand cola.
At least
and,
that's
like,
more.
it was awful, and I lost, of course, threw up all over corridor.
course
Either
you
way,
did,
maybe
'cause
this
you're
isn't the
fucking
kind of
shit.
stories that need to be on the internet.
We're talking about one thing that go into something completely different.
Logan Paul, Ring of Fire.
Brilliant. 1 hour we've been on.
Right, anyway.
Bearing in mind, last time we were here for half. I honestly think this is going to go for 2 hours
That's what your nan said.
because we've still
I will
got
bum your
our.
nan.
Victoria does not want it to go on for 2 hours.
You can still go home.
Eat shit, suck dick. Eat shit, suck dick. Eat shit, suck dick. Wait.
Fucking hell.
For the record, Victoria shall be eating shit and sucking dick. Hope you're listening.
Okay,
Anyway,
moving
what's
on.
next?
Adding
I
a
know.
few
Has
to the
anyone
tier
else got
tally.
to? Has
Adding
anyone?
a few to the
Fuck
tier
off.
tally.
Has anyone got anything else to add on to the Lana Del Rey?
Honestly, I
Story.
think it's just a case of like it's trying to make money.
It's a
Oh, yeah, definitely.
playground
That's what it is.
fist fight. That's
Like,
what it is.
especially as radio.
Fist
No, I
fight.
know. I want it. I did it first. No, I did it first.
No. Yeah, I don't think
I
Lana
think it's
Del
just
Rey's
the-
done
I think it's just
It'll
anything.
pass.
I think it's the lawyers doing it at Radiohead being like, hey, you know what? We haven't been able to make any money since the 90s. Fuck it, let them do it.
Oh, the news is looking a bit empty now.
Does-
Let's fucking sue everyone.
Can anyone name a Radiohead song that isn't Creep? Shut up, Victoria. You're ruining my point.
Paranoid Android. I definitely said that first. Victoria didn't.
Fucking anyway. Somebody.
Victoria,
once-
why are you not on this? Omnipotence.
Breaking news. Nokia is now suing IKEA for both ending in the words Kia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
This
Sorry.
is
What
just
about
got massive.
IKEA? They sound similar.
IKEA.
This is what they
Kia.
fucking.
Fuck. Maybe Apple owns IKEA. It's actually the car brand, but I in front of it. Oh my goodness. Conspiracy theory.
It's spelled completely wrong. Kia
What?
is spelled
Shut
K-I-A.
up.
IKEA is
Guys,
K-E-A.
Shh, shh, shh. The Illuminati onto us. Fucking Illuminati. Oh, shit. Run!
Damn
Run.
it, Victoria.
End the podcast. Good night. Goodbye. I want to die.
Zoom.
Right, is anyone else actually got anything to add on to this, or are we just going to move on to the special announcement of the night?
Oh, what? Are we going on to the little story? Are we not going to do the 5 album meme?
The what story?
The 5 album meme. Do your top 5.
Yeah, that's going to be at the end.
Oh,
I want to
well,
do.
suck my squiggly, tiny,
I'll-
Dude,
disappointing
we've only
penis.
gone through like 2 fucking things. Why is Logan Paul such a mess?
I swear we're on three things.
Shut up, I'm not counting.
Would you
I
like
just
to
like numbers.
I don't think there's
shoot
any
me.
use for the laptop anymore at this
suck
point.
my... Well, actually, it's
Except
not
for her little story at the
yeah,
end.
Are we
don't,
gonna-
don't read my story.
mine.
It's a
I'll
spoiler.
do...
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to
Just
do.
get it
Oh,
set up and then we'll-
Jesus.
Okay, wait,
Hear
what?
me
Wait, are we
vorexing.
listening to my story now?
No, not yet.
Okay, it already is set up.
Yeah.
Google Translate at its finest.
So what we didn't do last time, but I think we should really add into this, is any bands that we're going to be signing and or going to be listening to in future podcasts. And
Wait, we're signing bands now?
we're a fucking record label. What do you think?
Yeah, but it's run by you.
Yeah, it's true. I've only signed my own band.
Your life is a sham.
Well,
The only thing is, right, Hayden may have signed his own bands, but his own bands actually rejected him.
That's the wrong band, you fucking shit.
Oh, no, I talked to the other blokes in every rope and noose. They said
Fuck
the band
off.
unanimously, including Hayden, rejected Sarin Records' deal.
No. We're going to be releasing Every Rope and Noose's first EP through Sarin Records. We're also going to be releasing Viola's Jimmy's first record through Sarin Records. Unless James doesn't want to.
I'll release it in your bum.
Excuse me,
And
where's
by
Lamshank?
records, I mean semen.
Lamshank isn't real.
Fuck you, I've already released a song as Lamshank.
That was on fucking SoundCloud. That was your
Fuck
own
you.
shit. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
You don't understand my art, Mum!
It features Mary Berry. What more do you want?
A lot more than fucking Mary Berry.
She doesn't have enough berries.
I lost my berries.
Fuck berries!
Yeah,
Berries
so
are
Don't
just
try it
shit
at home,
grapes.
kids. Don't
So-
try it at home. Okay.
So, so of course
You're not my real mum, Dad.
we're going to be playing the first single on this podcast whenever it's going to be released.
God.
Fuck off.
I'm not going to help you.
That's if it's any good as well. It could be total shit.
I love your photo.
It's me playing guitar. How good can it be? Okay, so
Not very. Don't have high expectations.
also, if anyone watching this is playing in a band and wants to get their music heard,
38 people.
yeah, we're going to be playing any artists that want the music played. We're going to be playing it in a
Both my
special
mum
section each
and Hayden's
episode.
band will hear it if you send it to us.
Okay.
I'm taking the
Yeah,
hearing
that's
aids
you,
out,
Vic.
mate.
So of course send us an email at sarinrecords@gmail.com and just submit music if you want. Or send us a message on Facebook at
Or
Sarin Records.
Or send him a direct message on his J-Box account.
Yeah, where I keep all my anime body pillows.
Ah!
2D
Right,
Y3 better than 3D.
Okay, on to the last section.
Not me.
We didn't do this last time because we didn't have it sorted. But on this episode, we're going to do the top 5 albums of the year 2017.
5.
And I want Marianne to start with
Oh,
this.
me! But I have
Yeah.
to unlock my phone.
Well, fucking unlock it, you prat.
Okay, which order? Do I go from 5 to 1 or 1 to
Well,
5?
5 to 1, obviously, is the top 5.
Okay.
You count down.
Fuck, I've accidentally clicked on everything except for notes. Because I'm a tool. Okay. Well, number 5, I've got Dark Divine by Like Moths to Flame. Yes.
And what are your opinions on it?
I just like it, okay?
I just like it!
I don't know.
To be fair,
But to be fair, I don't prefer it to a lot of their other stuff. It's just sort of up there, like just it's good for the year, but it's not
It's just-
exceptionally better than all their other stuff. It's
Okay,
just
right.
steadily good, you know.
It's just steadily going
You
up
know,
in
they're
quality.
doing their thing and it's working. So they've
Yeah.
done it every album, most
Yeah.
of them. Well, they've like chucked a few singers out. Well,
Actually-
not really. They've left, but still, I don't know facts.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
I've not listened to them for quite a while. I only really listened to the singles
They've
that they released.
A few people have swapped around. Either way, they managed to keep up the good vibe.
Yeah.
Hip terms, I know. Sounding
Fucking
like my mum a
hipsters.
tiny bit. Talking about metal, which doesn't happen. Okay, never mind. Either way, moving on.
I'm gonna do my number 5.
Oh,
we'll
we're going
we'll
round.
alternate it.
Okay.
James, do you actually have a top 5?
I have a top 1 because I don't.
All right,
I
we'll
don't, I
do your
generally-
top 1 at the end.
Yeah.
My top 5, my fifth. Fucking hell. My 5th place is The Phoenix by CKY, and you might be going, fucking CKY. Not heard of them for quite a while.
Fucking CKY.
Fucking CKY.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Or Camp Kill Yourself, as they're known as.
Oh, Jesus
yeah.
Christ, there's an obvious trend of this podcast.
Just fucking killing yourself. Yeah, back in the
The
day, like
hypocritical podcast.
Can we call it that?
And if you want, fuck, most hypocritical podcast of the
You're
year.
Hayden, you're such a metal.
Right? Can I fucking talk about this
No,
album,
'cause-
please? No, fuck you. I'll let you talk about your fucking album.
Okay,
Your
go.
shitty bands.
Excuse
You
me.
fucking.
I will
Have a nice steady relationship.
Okay,
I
so
will decapitate
CKY, you've probably not heard of them since like the early 2000s when they were on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games.
or never at all.
Yeah, if you've been living under a rock and never played them, like a fucking douche. Yeah, they released 96 Quite a Bit of Beings, which is probably their most famous song of all time. It was a really fucking good one. That was catchy as all hell. And they got into that soundtrack mainly because they were good friends of the guys from Jackass. That's about it. And the only thing about this album that is probably a letdown is they don't have the original singer. And the original singer was like proper top notch.
Proper top notch.
Proper top notch.
5 stars on TripAdvisor.
Definitely.
Proper top.
So yeah, that's
notch.
pretty much all I can say. I really fucking enjoyed it.
Okay, so do you want my fourth?
Yes, please.
Okay, I got Phantom Anthem by August Burns Red.
Can you say that again? I don't think I heard you clearly.
Phantom Anthem.
Phantom Anthem.
Yes.
You sound like you're slurring your words.
Phantom. Now you're making me think about it, and I'm developing a list. Shut up. Okay, so there's a whole thing going on where people who kind of like them are saying that their album is identical to all their other albums. And then people, I don't know, people who do like them actually and pay attention to them like the album. It's all very
Yeah.
confusing. Either way, in my opinion, they're sort of making their way up slowly, and they haven't dramatically changed like lots and lots of people have. Like lots and lots of people, like lots and lots of bands have. They haven't done a
Yeah.
dramatic switch around. They have merely found what they're good at, found what they want to do, and are slowly refining it to become, you know. So now
Yeah.
if you hear any of their songs, even if you hear the first album and you hear a song on their second album, you'll be like, oh, that's fucking August Burns Red.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Some consistency is quite nice.
I only really heard the first two singles that were released off the album, which were The Frost and Invisible Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one. Yeah, those were fucking amazing songs. I
Exactly,
never
so I
really
don't see-
listened to them before, but those two songs were just fucking
I
amazing.
saw them live at Warped Tour, and never have I seen a man's head get so red from screaming so much.
Really?
Yeah, he was literally headbanging for the entire thing. He had veins popping out of his head.
no.
Basically, he was like a tomato. I can't even.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm guessing he looked like the guy from Dillinger Escape Plan.
Straight over
gone
my
That's
completely
head.
another band.
Oh, fuck it up. Just no one else get that joke.
You're such a fucking metal hipster. I can't.
Not really.
even.
Dillinger Escape. Do
They're
you
quite
know?
popular.
Yeah,
Everyone
They're
knows them.
fucking well popular. You're just straight up into like the fucking mainstream shit, aren't you?
Shut up.
As defined by your very first album, your number one album. Sorry,
Oh, yeah, don't eat.
the fucking
Spoilers.
shit.
Spoilers.
It's a shit album.
Victoria agrees with me.
Do you actually agree with that?
Wait, wait till we get to number one first, please.
Fucking
Stop
shit.
arguing, Mum and Dad. I don't like
But
it.
now,
It
I'll
scares
move
me.
on. I'm going to talk about my album.
Have we?
I've
heard
got
of it?
Born of Osiris, The Eternal Reign. Of course you'd say that. Yeah, Born of Osiris is like fucking deathcore galore. They're fucking amazing. That's all I can really say because they're just so good. I never really listened to their previous albums, but this one just really caught my attention. And it's really fucking short, but it just hits the spot. That's all I can actually say about this
Hits the
album.
spot.
It's just really good.
Okay.
We hit
my-
You can always leave.
Don't leave, Victoria. You're the only reason I'm here.
You
The
wanted to
others
be
scare
here.
me. No, I'm joking.
Alright, what's your number 3? And number 3.
Number 3, I got Dance Gavin Dance, Summertime Gladness. Yet
Now-
again, people hate me for it, but I really like them, and they're the best people I've seen live, and they won awards for being like the best live band ever, and there's a place in my heart. But it's like so good because I like the contrast between really clean and like really not clean.
Yeah. I actually thought these guys had broken up. I didn't realise they were still a thing until
Well, I
she
hope they
mentioned
haven't.
it.
I don't know. I'm not very up to date with the news, so I bloody
Really?
hope they haven't.
Are you sure?
Oh, excuse me. Who's Theresa May?
She's a lizard.
Tahisa
Lizard!
May. Okay, so basically, I like their album. One of the favorite bands. They just got a good thing going. Also, they're like insane. None of their albums or art or like lyrics make much sense, but they're like insane. Like one of their songs is called "Death of a Strawberry."
A bit like Kill Switch Engage.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much. Maybe even more insane. Their first song release for their album was with a music video where it was based inside like a pastel coloured bakery. Like it's
Okay.
yeah, I know. It's
Wait,
very...
Wait, you said that they were awarded like best band or whatever it was.
best live band.
Who
Yeah.
gave them that award?
I don't even know.
Was it
might have
Alternative
been
Press?
It might have been or like Kerrang or something like that.
Fucking, I rest my case.
Fucking sharp. I think they were on one of the main stages of Warped Tour last year. in
doesn't surprise
America, because Warped Tour doesn't come to
Although,
England now.
On that, you know that Warped Tour is coming to an end.
What?
Yeah, in America anyway.
But they
the
don't. They
guy
don't do it
doesn't
here
wanna keep
anyway.
doing it.
Why?
Don't know. They just don't want to do it.
Okay, you go. You go.
Okay,
before
yeah,
I
my
cry.
third one. And I'll introduce this band because they are my favourite band of all time.
Would you like a drum roll?
I could get our drum out.
Oh, for
I don't have
fuck's
sticks. I can't do it. Fuck.
We haven't got sticks. Kilroy was here. And no one's going to get that
sake.
fucking...
Get on with it.
Literally no one's going to get that reference. Okay, so this is Crooked Teeth by Papa Roach.
Some disapproving noises coming from
Yeah,
Victoria.
Victoria is never pleased with my taste in music.
Should I quote? She went, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, they decided to go back to the 90s with this album. Boy, did it fucking show. Because it was really good. Except for the two fucking songs with the... What the fuck are you doing, James?
Just carry on.
Fuck?
James is...
Why do you think we've got a new male revolution back on our hands? Yeah, this album was really good, except for the two special guest songs, which was Sunshine, Trailer Park with Machine Gun Kelly, and then Periscope with Skylar Grey. I mean, I like Skylar Grey as a singer, but this song did nothing to fucking help her, or the band. That's all I can really say. The rest of the album's fucking amazing. So what's your number two?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Oh, why are you punching me in the back with a pop shield?
Why not?
'Cause, please not.
Please not. Yeah.
It's autism.
Okay, my number two. I got The Sin and the Sentence by Trivium. Oh boy, it's a bit of a contrast from the rest of my list. I will
It
be
is
honest.
actually. This is like the best band you've got on your list.
Shut up, mate.
Maybe like Moths to Flames.
Bring me the horizon forever. No, I'm joking. Don't kill me.
Right, have you heard their best of album that they've just released? Yes, it's on Spotify. Listen to it now. It's actually really good. Except for the songs from the new album.
Well, of course, yes. But we don't discuss that because
That was a
Marianne
shit
doesn't want to
album.
cry. Okay, so basically, I like the Trivium album. It's a little more, and I know it kind of fits with the rest of my list, but it is slightly more catchy. It's a bit less out of the blue, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like their last album was just
Like from most
a mess.
From a male head's perspective, I would expect that to be on someone's list.
Their
best
last
albums.
album was like fairly bland. in my opinion.
It was really fucking bland. It was all fucking anthem rock out songs.
Yeah, I
Except
think they
for-
kind of lost themselves
Yeah,
a bit.
except for the intro song, which I believe was actually written by Abbott.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
I know
Oh,
Abbott.
gee.
yeah. The guy written the intro song for Trivium Silence in the Snow.
It's kind of sick.
I know, right?
And also, hopefully, because we all kind of lost faith. I think we can also we lost faith in Trivium after their last album. We all kind of like put them to one side.
Most people lost faith after the Crusade.
Well, yeah, I know, but then there were a few people like myself who were like, no, that was just a one-off.
Yeah.
That was a one-off. They're gonna bring back killer album. No, they didn't. And then they did this, which was not their best album. I don't think
It was definitely an improvement.
this album only. It wasn't my favourite to listen to, but it was my favourite in terms of fuck, Trivium might come back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Maybe they've learned.
Don't take
not to
Jesus'
be
name
shit.
in vain.
Maybe they've learned not to be shit.
Yeah.
They've taken the public's advice not to delete their music, but to
Yeah.
make better music. Like, they've taken the best bits from them and sort of incorporated it, because now they learn. I don't know, maybe they got bored of
Yeah.
what they did originally.
I'll
But who
I'll
knows?
put it this way: this is the best album they've released since In Waves.
And your number 2, Hayden.
My number 2 is Forever by Code Orange. Victoria's never heard of Code Orange, so I will inform her. This is a hardcore metal punk band, and they are fucking brutal. Literally, if you want to listen to very angry music, listen to this album. It's fairly short, but fuck does it pack a punch. Pack a punch. Yeah, the album is just so fucking angry. And after their debut album, which was good enough by itself, they released this masterpiece, and it was fucking stellar. Loved it. And you're number 1.
Oh my goodness.
The
You're
fucking
all gonna
shit.
hate me.
I'm going to fucking hate
You're
you
gonna
for
hate me.
If it's
but
not Happy Birthday, I'll be
it's
sad.
this. By who?
It's actually a show tune. No, you're probably gonna hate me. Although it's like an emotional time asking Alexandria their self-titled album, which
They've done better.
it's not about. For me, their music is not their best album, but fucking Danny's back. I'm going crazy.
If that is what takes it to be a number 1 album,
It does. It does. Okay,
Victoria,
right,
do you
right.
actually like this album? Fuck me.
Look, it might be slightly tame, but in my opinion, they needed to be tame to reach their roots. Like, you can feel the harmonies and everything coming together, which you didn't realise they didn't have without him. Dennis didn't bring to the
It
equation.
felt like an old metalcore band trying to make dance music.
Says the metal hipster. Now, basically,
didn't get
right.
that.
Look, I am so passionate about this, right? Don't you even, right? Okay, so basically, yeah, we all thought the album, The Black, with Dennis was pretty good,
Not really.
right? We all thought it was pretty good, and then all
I
the
prefer
shit
From
happened.
Death to Destiny.
Well, I know, but shut up. No one likes your opinion. That's why I'm
Fuck
here.
off, it's my fucking podcast.
If it was your fucking podcast and people like listening to you, then you wouldn't need other people here.
I could do it. Oh, fucking savage.
It's just
Oh,
someone called the police. Someone just got
fuck.
fucking wrecked.
Ah! My cock burns.
Okay, can I continue, please?
Yeah,
Please,
stop
all-
ridiculing the
anyone
Mary
who's
Lamb.
got-
It's like she's tried to tease me by so.
Ah! Adds to the tear tally. Okay, continuing on, please. So, right, basically, shut up, you're making me sound posh. I get posh when I'm angry. Okay, so we all liked the black, if you have good taste, unlike Hayden, and we all, well, it was all good until you learnt the shit about it, and you were like, but I like the album, but then the shit, and then they brought out this new thing, and you realise everything that was wrong with this album, which you never really realised because there wasn't a comparison, and then even though you kind of just got over missing Danny, then the new album came out, and then you missed him like 7 times more, and I mean,
If you miss him, just go back to the old albums.
Shut up, right? Shut up. Look, I saw Dennis live, and yes, he is beautiful. I would, like, stroke him.
Oh yeah,
but,
so would I.
His voice was less beautiful. I mean, it was still beautiful, but I mean, Danny's voice. Beautiful.
He fucking what's the word? He mouth synced to Danny's lyrics.
Yeah, I know, which was shit, but he was beautiful to look at, so I could look past it. Exactly.
You just got your fucking pants.
Precisely. Like, I'd forgive him for anything because he was beautiful, right?
Really?
He is beautiful.
I need some context here. It's like I don't really follow Asking Alexandria. They're kind of like a band that existed.
Yeah.
They were there. They had, I think it was like Insanity or something that was decent enough.
I've not long started listening to.
So like, what is this terrible thing?
Well, basically, they got rid of their original singer, Danny.
Yeah. Well.
He left.
Yeah.
He left. He's a country artist as well, so he went to do country. Don't laugh. I think all metal. I think all
mention
metal
We
bands,
Are Harlot, which was actually really good.
I think all metal bands could benefit from other influences from the music, because a lot of metal bands are like metal, nothing else. But then you can kind of hear the country-esque in the new album.
Oh no, I will actually agree with that.
Yeah,
I
you
listen
need to
to
be
like
less close-minded.
I listen to stuff like electroniccore, so I'm listening to stuff with like EDM with metal bits in it.
Oh, so you move from hardcore metal to hardcore electronic.
You are like Little Baby.
No, there's a band that started near to where we are, a band called Cabin Boy Jumped Ship, and they're quite EDM influenced as well as like metalcore. I actually really enjoy them. I've seen them live twice.
Okay, well, either way, to conclude with the Asking Alexandria thing, their
Fucking
new
shit.
album just means a lot. The fact that it's self-titled, normally I hate that in a band, but it's the fact that it's the true self again. It's them going, there's no more change, it's us again,
Yeah.
we're back, expect things, you know? So, it just means a lot.
To be fair, I don't think with it being self-titled, I don't think that's a problem.
It seems a bit
In
weird
any
doing
case.
it so late into the career. That's
Well,
like
that's the thing,
it's
because
it's
I
thing
feel
that
like-
you would expect for an early
Well,
band.
I feel like it's them saying that maybe before they weren't
They-
Asking Alexandria, they lost themselves, but now they're back.
that,
you know?
yeah, that's what
It's
you'd
got
expect.
meaning.
But
fair enough. I can get that.
Okay, well,
Okay,
either way, Hayden's
here's
top
my
one.
number one.
Prepare to be
It's,
disappointed.
I don't think you've ever listened to this album.
Probably not, because you're a metal hipster.
Is that if that's the best thing she can come up with to
It's
offend
not. It's just
me?
the most accurate
It's
thing I
just
can come up
shit.
with. Well, if you're getting offended by it, it's obviously working.
I'm not getting offended.
You are getting
It
offended.
just
You
seems
are.
that it's
Why
the
are
only
you in
thing.
denial?
I'm more offended by the fact
Oh,
that
why
she
are you
can't
raising
come
your
up.
voice if you're not
I know.
offended?
I'm more offended by the fact that she can't think of anything better to call me.
I can see.
Okay,
I can
light
see the
switch.
internal triggering.
I want to be offended.
Okay.
But anyway.
Keep going.
Okay, Mastodon, Emperor of Sand, the epic concept album. For fuck's sake. Victoria, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so Emperor of Sand by Mastodon is a fucking epic concept album that they created.
God,
Fucking
carry on.
YMCA. Fuck you.
Hey
Fuck off.
Shit.
Don't fucking smack the mic, you cunt.
now, we're an all-star. My mic's sorted. Get paid.
You're not getting paid.
Wait,
have you actually sent them?
Yeah,
I'll
she sent
read
them
it, I'll
ages
read it.
ago.
She sent it to me.
Yeah, but
Let's
yeah,
send it in the
Mastodon, Emperor of Sand.
Send them in chat.
Emperor of Sand. There's nothing more you can say. It's fucking Mastodon at their best at the moment. I mean, fuck Crack the Sky, fuck Leviathan. Emperor of Sand is where it's at.
Word.
and these are like stoner fucking. This is a stoner.
I
metal
feel
band.
like
So it's
Preach
like really. It's slower, but it's like really riff based. It's
Okay.
so good.
I feel like
Okay,
because
James.
she won't.
Wait,
because-
where are we finding this?
I got it in the chat. I feel like because she hasn't got
Okay.
a mic, because she's a poo-poo head, we're just gonna say the song.
How the
and
hell
not
do we-
elaborate on them?
Okay.
You completely misspelled.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm not saying
number
that, actually.
5, Lower Than Atlantis, Safe and Sound. Number 4, The Leviathan. Can you sound
La
out that?
Fontaines.
The Fontaines, Common Problem.
Problem.
Number 3, Bedford's Don Bronco, T-shirt song single.
Wait, T-shirt song. Is that the name of the album?
No.
T-shirt. Hey, it's not a fucking album of the year.
You know what? Fuck it. We're calling it an album. Okay, then number 2, You Me at 6, Night People.
I do actually quite like that.
Okay,
enough.
that's a bit of an odd thing to put as a top 10 if the album was shit, but bad.
Maybe she doesn't listen to music.
Then
She's a
again,
music student.
to be fair, both me and fucking hell, we both put in like albums that we know are shit, but we like them anyway
just-
just because of the bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just a stupid thing
Well,
to
no.
do. If
I
the
couldn't think
band's
of any
good
other bands.
and the album's shit, and you're doing top albums.
Yeah.
To
Then,
be honest, not a lot of my favourite people
Oh,
released albums
she's
in the
just
year.
added another one in. How Did We Get So Dark by Royal Blood.
Oh my goodness, Mallory Knox, yes,
Mal-
and Paramore.
Paramore
new
After Laughter.
song.
I actually forgot about that. That is a fucking great album.
is that the one that's kind of got like an 80s kind of feel?
Yeah.
I
The
haven't
album-
listened to that yet, but like the singles they released really didn't sit comfortably with me. There's something just-
Their first single, Hard Times, was fucking amazing.
Yeah, can I?
Fucking sold me already. The one they released afterwards kind of pushed me back a bit. I didn't like that as much.
Can I just say Hayley Williams, style icon,
Oh god, yeah. She's my celebrity crush. Always. And
not your style icon? Do you not?
are you fucking
I
serious?
thought that's who you modelled your makeup off today.
I don't do makeup.
Yeah, you do. You fucking
I-
liar.
Yeah. By the way, Hayden, eyebrows
yeah.
on fleek.
Okay,
we need to mention Victoria's number 1 is Kasabian, for crying out loud.
Okay,
Despite spelling it completely wrong.
but we'll brush over that. And
that,
James,
that won't be because right.
Oh right, Kadabian.
Kadabi.
Right, okay, that won't. To be fair to her, she may have misspelt it, but I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce mine properly because it's French. Right, I don't
it?
I don't generally listen to
I'll put it
albums.
into-
Can we also mention that Kasabian is from Leicester, exactly
I'll
where
put
we
it
are.
in here. I'll put
Right.
it in.
This
So
this
this
is
is-
the city of Kasabian.
Yeah, right. So my number 1 is Igor's latest release, and their first one under Metal Blade actually, because they were on Ad Nauseam and they got signed to Metal Blade, and it's Savage Signoid, I think it's pronounced.
Have you heard Primitive Man?
Primitive Man. No, I haven't.
Listen to it. It's fucking
Right.
brutal. It'll be right up your street as well.
Right, so this album, it's like, as I say, it's the first one by Metal Blade Records. So
Yeah.
it's rather than having like some obscure French label backing them, which I mean, to be fair, he produced some amazing stuff on that, right? But
the fucking chicken playing the piano.
oh, the Chicken Symphony. Oh, mate,
Which one? That one.
no, that's the name of the album. Savage. I can't pronounce half that.
Okay,
those
don't
things.
worry. We'll
Right,
leave it to the
So
internet.
so this album, right? I
Oh.
actually heard this album live before I brought it. Not because I was trying to avoid it. It's just how it
Yeah.
happened, right? And honestly, it's the only band or the only artist that I truly lose myself live. Like I go into a trance and it's fucking beautiful. Like they've got
Oh,
like
shit.
hummus. They like it's just got this like not accordion, but like it's that kind of thing, and it ends on an 8-bit thing where they hacked into a NES to play it.
Yeah.
And but then they mix it with the breakdowns, but it's very cohesive, even though it's quite chaotic. It's a very Igor dense, like it's so,
Yeah.
and the anguish in the vocals to me just help. That the
Yeah.
anguish of the male vocals of they were like Laurie and Laurie.
Yeah.
I'm probably pronouncing their names wrong.
I've just been reminded that I completely forgot to mention an album by a local band called Mage with the Green, and that album is fucking amazing. I'll get you to listen to it later.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Savage.
No, it's not
But
Savage.
it's not my band.
It's not a Savage part. I can't pronounce. But like, and also as well, one of their songs is there's like one of them's like a phobia of like getting trained or something. I can't remember. And like Spaghetti Forever.
What?
Mate, if you're not album of the year with a song called Spaghetti Forever, then
Isn't it called Spaghetti Forever?
oh,
spaghetti!
Fun.
Oh,
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Okay, have you got
Right.
anything else to
Fun
discuss?
fact: the singular of spaghetti is spaghetto. I'm not making this up. Look it up.
I will look it up.
No, I think we're actually quite done. To be fair.
What about my short novel?
Yeah, I was going to mention
Let's
that.
finish it up on that.
Yeah, we're going to finish up on that, and then we're going to leave you a little snippet from a couple of hours ago while we were
God.
pissing around.
Oh
But
god.
it's the penis joke.
Me.
Oh god. Okay, are you
3, 2,
ready?
1.
Hayden got a tattoo of Sailor Moon on his penis. He got it done at the farmer's market for £2 after J-Box refused to do it. The tattoo is awful and resembles Tuxedo Melvin more than Sailor Moon. Hayden is sad and wants to start a blog about his newfound hatred towards farmers markets. What a shame. Victoria has 92 identical twins. She bought them all at the farmer's market for £7. They are all named after chemical elements. However, Copper had the flu. She bumped into Hayden at the farmer's market. She dare not ask. James was the only person of the three actually visiting the farm itself. He had no intentions to buy anything, just a deep desire to look at and cuddle piggies. He bumped into Hayden at the farmer's market. Unlike Victoria, he asked him what was wrong, and regretted it instantly. Victoria later developed an addiction to collecting identical twins. She gained 3,000 more in the next year. She had to buy a bigger house, aluminium, moved to America, and then instantly back again after discovering how they pronounced her name. Hayden covered a tattoo with a miniaturized portrait of James's face, and James got a tattoo of Knuckles showing him the way. Hayden got jealous and dumped him. James and Knuckles eloped together while Hayden continued to be a very shitty light switch at the pantomime. Victoria had to return her twins back to the farmer's market because they were too much hassle and kept drinking all.
Drink it all?
Oh, it's cut out. It says
The milk!
It says drinking all the milk and leaving the toilet seats up. The end.
Can I-
Bye bye.
One second, I want to do the end. The end! Bye-bye!
Fucking cuckoos!
Cuckold! I got cuckold by
Oh.
cuckold.
I edited that as
You
well.
fucking me! I'm getting cucked.
Fucking cuckoos!
Cuckold.
Fuck!
When... Show me your wife.
Right, we're done.
We're done. Yeah, let's call it a night. Good night. Merry
Good.
Christmas. Happy
Go.
Kwanzaa. Hanukkah.
So, did you enjoy that?
To live for fun, your brain gets smart, but your head...
Okay, do you want something even longer?
My penis.
Oi, you didn't get my joke.
I didn't get it.
I said you want something even longer.
My penis.
Oh my fucking
My
god.
penis.
My penis is long!